Hey, how's it going? This is Nick, coach of the Psyducks, and I'm doing a commentary for a battle that I did not participate in today. This one is between the Puzzle City Pikipeks and the Lavender Town Lillipups. It's been a little while since I watched this one, so I don't remember how it went down, so it's almost like fresh eyes on it. Not really, though. So we get Head Hands the High Drygon leading the fight for the Lillipups and Yard Roomba 2, the Rotom lawnmower from the Pikipeks. Yeah, Yard Roomba leaves, that makes sense, because he doesn't want to die. And then Reaper comes in, the shiny Alolan Marowak, to take a flamethrower. So, good choice. Very good choice. Head Hands does leave, which I assume either means that it's... no, probably just didn't want to stand against that. And Rod and Dirty comes. Ooh, and we get a double switch. In 1977. Somewhat fair matchup. I mean, especially with that Intimidate. Salamence isn't as afraid of the Donphan because it's got Ice Shard and it can learn some like Rock Slide and stuff. So I mean, he sets up the Stealth Rocks. That makes sense. Get your free turn of it. Pointed Stones, Snacky Pebbles, Red and Dirty leaves, understandably. And now there's a Dragon Dance up. And then comes the big old wall, no boy allowed. To take an Aqua Tail, which isn't going to do much. Yeah, no, not too much. If I remember correctly, yeah, I think no boy allowed dies right now, which makes sense. I mean, a +1 Earthquake, that hurts. No boy allowed does not like earthquakes. She may have her little bunker. Oh, and it was a crit. Yeah, it might have mattered. Not sure. Unfortunate for Amber. She really has been using that Toxapex quite a bit this season. It's been very crucial for the success of her team. Ooh. And then an Outrage. I'm not sure. Maybe she was Scarf and she thought she would be faster than a +1, but I think Hydreigon's got like a 97 speed or something, so definitely not enough to beat a +1 Salamence. Ooh. Rule 34 traces the Intimidate. Ooh. Yeah, Amber, you probably should have brought Rule 34 in last turn. Just to kind of get that Intimidate drop. That Trace is so funny. She was using it against, I don't remember who it was, somebody who has a Slow Bro or something, Slow King maybe, and kept tracing its Regenerator. That was fucking cool. Especially because she already had, what, 2 Regenerators on her team, so during that fight she essentially had 3 Regenerators. That was pretty cool. Pretty nifty. Rod and Dirty comes in to take a heavy slam from the Celestealer. Solid damage, but not as much as she's probably hoping to get on that, probably hoping to get a KO onto that, Gardevoir. That's how it's spelled. It's not Gardevoir, Gardevoir. And protect to see what attack is coming. And he goes for the Rock Slide, which makes sense. But normal damage, I think Steel resists Rock. And also to get that little bit of health back up into full heals from lefties. Oh no, not full. 202 out of 203. Leech Seed, predictably. That's kind of what this thing does week after week. And a Rock Slide, which shows that Celesteela is faster than the Donphan. So yeah, Donphan's probably not going to want to stay in because this is kind of a losing battle for it. Yeah, especially with this Leech Life, it's really not going to be able to do enough because the net damage for that turn was a whole 4 because of that Rock Slide. So it switches out, no longer Leech Seeded. Curly Perm comes in to a Heavy Slam, which I don't think should do too much. Not terrible, but not really enough to be sustainable, especially because Tangrowth can do some pretty heavy damage. He can go either physical or special side. So he goes for the Protect, trying to fish and see what he's going to get attacked with. And it's the Leech Seed. So trying to flip that, do a no-you on that Celesteela. And Soul Stealer does have flamethrowers, so that's pretty good. That'll hurt. Yeah, that'll hurt a lot. So I'm guessing no Assault Vest on the Curly Perm this week. since that is an often run set on Tangrowth, is to have Assault Vest, because he can cover pretty well if he's got that boosted special defense from it. Well, also, obviously not an Assault Vest, because he was using Leech Seed. Duh. Dummy. Dumb. And then Curly Perm. This is literally a no-you to the Celesteela. Okay, I'll Leech Seed you, and I will protect against you. It's a no-you. The no-you. So no boy allowed and no you. So Curly Perm, I think, is still in KO range from a flamethrower. So she does withdraw, understandably. Brings in Rod and Dirty again. Probably to gobble up a flamethrower. Yep, flamethrower comes out. And still solid damage, but not really enough to do anything very quickly. Just gonna keep this battle going low and slow. And more Leech Life. Yeah, it's kind of the long and the short of this battle. There's a lot of Leech Life, a lot of Protect. Leech Seed, ooh. Rod and Dirty getting leeched. Is he gonna go for the attack again? We already saw this isn't really a winning fight for him. Rock Slide, I mean, it does decent damage, but you're slower than it, which means you're not gonna get any flinches off. And I mean, after Leftovers and Leech Seed, yeah, the end of this turn is basically, okay, everybody gets Leftovers, everybody gets Leech Seed. It all kind of nullifies. That's why this battle goes on for 17.5 minutes, is because we have so many turns of just Leech Seeds protect, Leech Seed recover, Leftovers recover, Leftovers recover. Yeah, that turn netted pretty much nothing for both of them. And he stays out again, takes the Heavy Slam, which does good damage. Goes for the Rock Slide. Well, I'm guessing it's probably because she lost No Boy Allowed that she just keeps bringing Donphan in, because No Boy Allowed would maybe be a better... not really. No, Head Hands was actually probably her preferred thing to use against Celesteela, but she brought that into a Salamence at +1. Maybe not the best idea there, Amber. Maybe should have rethought that one. She withdraws Rod and Dirty again and sends out Curly Perm, who has now regenerated most of his health back up. Take a Heavy Slam, and yeah, we kind of just keep getting a back and forth of pretty much the same type of stuff. I mean, Celesteela is slowly getting worn down, so maybe this is working in advantage for Amber. I mean, Celesteela doesn't seem to be able to get the Leech Seeds up on Curly Perm. But, yeah, I mean, he's just keeping that Celesteela out. What are you doing, Jake? It's not working. You are very, very slowly being torn down. Like I said, very, very slowly, but it's happening nonetheless. Over the next, like, 10 turns, you could get KO'd if you kept this up. And then here come the Leech Seeds. Holy cannoli. Fuck. Excuse me. Alright, so Curly Perm stays in to take a flamethrower because he knows he can survive at least one. Super effective. Curly Perm Giga Drains really does 10 damage, so Leftovers will overheal that, I think. Yep, Leftovers did 12 heal and Giga Drain did 10 damage. But Curly Perm does still end up on top of this encounter, especially after the Leech Seed. And then he can just go and protect again the next turn. I don't know if Jake... Nope. Amber withdraws Curly Perm to get to regenerate most of its health back up. And Righty Dirty comes back in. Oh, to block that protect. Soul Stealer heals 13. Donphan heals. Holy crap, you guys. Okay, Soul Stealer is finally now in the red of health. It's only been like, I don't know, 7 minutes of this. And Heavy Slam, which he will survive. Rock Slide, which Celesteela will not survive. Hey, finally, the stall is dead. I think the only thing that stalls harder than the Celesteela is the Porygon 2 Dipper of the Ampharos. I think that's the only thing that stalls harder. And Braydoom comes in, which makes sense. He's Donphan is very easily one Mach Punch away from death. So Riding Dirty leaves. And in comes Curly Perm, who's kind of the designated wall for Amber after No Boy Allowed was killed. And it does not affect, that Spore does not work. So that is very good for Amber. It's always nice to have that grass support to block those spores, because that can be really annoying. Spore is pretty great though. High accuracy, sleep move, very good. Arm Ow though. The Armaldo, I love Armaldo. He's so cool. Not very effective. I think that's just half, not quarter damage. And more leftovers, jeez. Y'all are some hungry boys this week. Or hungry boys and girls, sorry. Armaldo. What does that mean? Okay. Riding Dirty comes back in to take a Rapid Spin. So yeah, that Rapid Spin, clear those Stealth Rocks. Since they're pesky, that chip damage is no fun. Especially when you take extra damage from it for being a bug type. And then Riding Dirty is, I think, dead right now. I think this should kill him. Probably. No, it does not. Huh. Armaldo really is not that strong of a physical attacker, I guess. And that's a big oof with that Rock Slide. But I think Riding Dirty does die here if he's... Yeah, no, he definitely does if he stays in for another Earthquake. But he stays in, I guess. And he doesn't have Ice Shard. Which I would think would be a nice thing to bring to deal with some of these rock and dragon types, but whatevs, main. Now Eraserhead comes in. Ash Greninja. This is a very easy pickup for him to get the KO and go Ash. 1 and 2, and that is a dead Armaldo. I guess it kind of sounds close. And now he became fully charged due to Battle Bond. So, not the best situation for Jake to be up against, because Ash Greninja is quite terrifying. Gets, I think, a 10-point speed boost and like a 30-point special attack boost or something. Something crazy. And a physical attack boost, yeah, it's not good. But he also does not like Mach Punches. And Curly Perm, I don't think is too concerned about Mach Punches. Yeah, no, not at all. He doesn't really care. Yeah, this Curly Perm is walling pretty hard this week for Amber. It's usually No Boy Allowed, but she kind of just switches between No Boy Allowed and Tangrowth to kind of regenerate their health. But after that crit with that Earthquake, can't really do it. Sludge Bomb, not going to do all that much since it's resisted, but does get the poison. That's nice. That's very convenient. But Curly Perm does not want to stay in to this Marowak because fire hurt bad. Oh, but it does protect. That makes sense. Get a little bit more toxic damage, or poison damage, not toxic, just regular poison damage. Flare Blitz. Ay. I'm sure she's really wishing she still had No Boy Allowed, because that thing would be like, Flare Blitz? Gimme that. I will eat it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Curly Perm leaves, understandably, for Eraserhead, who is a little more accepting of Flare Blitzes, but still a lot of damage with that thick club on Marowak. Yeah, that's some hefty damage, and got the burn, which is not a good thing for Amber. But Reaper is now an inch away from death. Eraserhead is very close to death as well. And sacrificing the Marowak, one hit with the Water Shuriken is enough to take it out, understandably. Especially because now Eraserhead is, I think, 2 burns away from death. And Breedoom can come in and definitely threaten the hell out of it with the Mach Punch. And Amber does withdraw Eraserhead. Okay, that makes sense for Curly Perm again, because she knows he's at full health, he can take a Mach Punch, and Breloom really doesn't want to stay in. So Curly Perm can just sling some more Sludge. Got super effective damage if it were to stay in, or against Yard Roomba. Oof, that thing should have made an appearance sooner. It's been gone since the first turn. And that does a hefty amount of damage, and Yard Roomba unless it's packing like Hidden Power Fire or something, really can't do much. Ooh, but a Will-O-Wisp. I mean, it cancels out the leftovers, but Curly Perm has shown to be a special attacker this week. So he can just Sludge Bomb away. That's enough to pick up the KO on Yard Roomba, and then all that's left is Breloom, who really does not want those Sludge Bombs either. So I think it's pretty much over at this point. Maybe a couple more turns of some stall or something, but I think it's pretty much over. So definitely props to Amber. She lost one of her biggest walls with Toxapex pretty early, and that was not good for her, but she did recover well and used Curly Perm very effectively as a backup wall, and it worked really well against Jake's team. More leftovers. I'm pretty sure most of his team had leftovers this week. That's fun. So yeah, it was a good job by Amber. Jake, again, I think you kind of depend on that Celesteela too much. It can't quite put out enough damage. You kind of just count on it stalling out, but if somebody can equal that stall, you really can't do too much. So I think you're leaning a little too hard on that Celesteela crutch. But good job, Amber. Good game to both of you. Look forward to whatever battles you may participate in next week. And yeah, we'll get on. That's week 10. Yeah, boy.